All right. We're going to continue farming some Viper boosters today. Hey, D. Peter, thanks for the brand new Prime. Appreciate that. Boris Squita, thank you for the 21 months as well when we just fired up. Good morning, good morning. Well, our cards are going to end up all over the place, it looks like. Thanks, Shampeku. I do, in fact, believe in magic. We're actually not going to be able to magic the Death's Domain, though. It's noteworthy. I guess we'll Viper here. Just because there's not a hood in sight. And if we draw a hood after the fact, we can play it into Death's Domain. Yeah, we're going to do standard on Magic Arena to end the stream today. Something I've always been a proponent of is that the loudest message you can send to a game company that you're unhappy with the state of their game is playing a competitor's product, and we're gonna do exactly that with Marvel Snap today. We're not gonna do no Snap because one, I need Viper boosters, and two, I have dailies to do. But we're definitely going to Nova into the New York is into the armor is an interesting choice. I do in fact believe in magic here. Magic mitigating the effects of New York is quite fun. Okay, and there's a hood for the right. Snap them back here in Kang. Yeah, I've heard good things about Magic Standard format. A few people have said it's like the best their formats have been in a long time. Snapcaster is actually not out in Magic Arena until the 21st. No, Magic's all 1v1. I got a couple of mid-range decks I loaded up in the client yesterday when I installed it. Do we think they're gonna arrow us against the question? Playing the hood out's a little bit mediocre into arrow. I don't know if my body's ready to get 4 cubes taken by a storm. That is the one dangerous part about playing Magic. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know that this deck is playable. One thing I will say, Magic Arena at least has an auto-mute all emotes option, so I don't have motherfuckers giving me a thumbs up after they abuse the interaction that should be changed with Limbo and cubes. That's a nice thing that reduces tilt and frustration, that they have a basic feature like that. Mr. Bips, thank you for the 39 months. Welcome back. Well, that's a 4 energy Infinite. I think that's the play. I think it's like 4 energy Infinite into... You gotta take the redraw and keg here. So if you play keg the turn you draw him, you get to redraw a different card. Means we get to get through most of our deck here. Shang-Chi, not likely to be particularly relevant into a Patriot deck, but Patriot also means that this Infinite is pretty likely to just get to hang out. Do I need an extra turn here? I don't know that I do, actually. I could do this, and then we soak 2, and then the She-Hulks are -2/-2 for 2 total next turn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna snap here. Yeah, they're just leaving. Yeah, I think they're pretty dead to the Infinite in the middle. Honestly, I probably should have re-snapped after the king. Listen, chat, if I wanted your opinions on my nerfs video, I would have left comments open on the YouTube video. I mostly posted that. I wasn't even gonna post that video because comments on them tend to suck, but I've gotten tired of repeating myself a bunch over the last couple of days, so I posted that video so I could have something to link. I could have something to link in chat when people keep asking me for my opinions on it, but I'm really not interested in your opinions, just to be completely blunt. Yeah, if you want to say you liked it or whatever, great, but I don't, like, I despise most of the discussion that goes on surrounding those types of things. It is not pleasant most of the time. That's a nice one. Sunspot's a good little communist chat. He gets to share. He gets to share the energy between everyone. The question is this a Galactus Enjoyer? Could go either way, huh? Ooh, not a Galactus Enjoyer. Noted. I guess they technically still could be like Nimrod Galactus, but Venom makes it less likely at least. We're gonna play Standard on Magic Arena this afternoon. Usually I play all constructed in Magic the Gathering. They are confirmed to be a Nimrod Enjoyer. Did a couple other creators post Galactus decks with Nimrod as well? Yeah. No, I just grabbed stuff off Untapped. How new player friendly is Magic? Not at all. It is. I guess picking up at a base level is not bad, but Magic Arena probably has the worst new player economy of any card game in existence. It's real bad. Okay, so it is noteworthy here that they have a 7-power Venom in their hand. They also have a free Sabertooth. They could have Death as well, maybe? So if they'll have 23 here if they Venom, right? 16 plus 7. So this wins here. And then I just assume Infinite wins here. We can throw in a Titania for a kicker. Because I assume they're going to be filling this. Tried so hard and got so far, chat. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Oh, I didn't get Discord pig. Nah, I forget. I appreciate the reminder. I've been firing up early because I want to get my pre-stream ad rolls in to pad the stats for the day, and then I forget to tag it when I actually start playing. The problem with Patriot is that, one, Patriot decks often want to play Patriot on turn 5 or 6, which means you're still prone to leech with that deck. And two, the actual numbers the Patriot decks put into play still just aren't big enough, meaning you're just dead to rights against Shuri. Like, Patriot is definitely a victim of, the fact that none of the other Point Slam decks can keep up with Shuri. Like, the Beast Bounce deck, the only reason it's remotely competitive into Shuri is because Korg, Iceman, and Black Widow let you make their deck less consistent. So a Moon Girl enjoyer. Is it a game where I want Magic? I think so. They've Moon Girl that I haven't, so I think us having more chances to try and find a Moon Girl to copy our She-Hulk sounds good. Do you have a YouTube video or deck list with the bounce deck? Yeah, it was actually yesterday morning's highlight. Usually a hierarchy and stat dump decks where certain ones invalidate others. Yeah, to a degree, but the what's it called definitely has less counterplay than others, I think. Well, that's certainly a Cosmo. Go ahead and pass and play our friends here. The Cosmos being they can't Shang-Chi us. Really? Khazar? How Khazar? How Khazar? Shang-Chi has no power here, chat. I think I want to spread out and play for all three paths here. Hey, Northarian, thank you for the half year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. A very real chance that we get double hulked here. I'm staying. Thanks, Dave. I'm gonna go up 9 on the left, 3 in the middle. Oh, I could just Kang to check. Yeah, that's true. I don't know, it's tough. I feel like we're a favorite here, but if I Kang to check, they could leave. Kang does not stop Infidel from being played, because his turn just disappears. Oh, they had a second Kazar. Whoa, close. Damn, I'd have won if we would have put Shang-Chi on the right. Close game. It's hard to know where they're going to deploy their Chavez to, right? Yeah, the double up deck playing Kazar as a thing to double up is interesting. Makes you a lot worse into Killmonger, but definitely makes your demons and stuff a lot more powerful, huh? They're not playing Thanos. I'm gonna snap the turn 1 Sunspot on Sinister. I don't think Kang really changes that situation, because I think there's a significant chance that my opponent just plays their Chavez in a different spot after we see where they played it initially. Go right! Go right! Armor landing mid and then Hall ending up right is a rough beat. Hulk Quinjet Hala seems loose. If I do this, my She-Hulks will cost 3 and 2 next turn, and my Demon and my Quinjet will be free. So I'll get to go Hulk, Hulk, Phil, Phil, meaning we'll have 27 and 27. Be into trouble if they arrow us, I suppose. God, I hate that interaction. So the interaction that I'm talking about that I hate here, and this is one that's super counterintuitive and I think should change, is once cards get moved the first time, they no longer count as having been played. And this was actually an interaction that they changed at one point between the closed beta and release. Escape. So there's no second pull, because when the first arrow pulls them, these cards no longer count as having been played this turn. Which is both unintuitive and frustrating. I think it's a bad interaction that should be changed back. That's the same reason why when you pull cards with arrow or move them with Juggernaut, they don't trigger the play effects on the location you initially played them at or the new location where they're flipping up at now. Yeah, that's why when you arrow or jug something into Death's Domain that's face down, they don't die when they flip up. They count towards Bishop though. I've actually never thought about it that way, but you're right. They do still totally count for Bishop though. This is our own private feature location today, the Elysium. Bad dog, get out of my game. Hey, Robrata, thank you for the brand new prime, appreciate it. I don't think I can snap them here, because if I snap them, there's a higher chance we get armored in the middle. Raining snow here today. I actually don't know. I didn't check the weather this morning. That's a good question. Like, looks like just some rain. Oh, can we stay? I don't know that we can stay. If She-Hulk and Infinite, yeah, this deck's just not very good. 8 ain't what she used to be. Not staying for 8. We're not giving them 2 more. Escape. Aren't I already snapped? Yeah, they were snapping to raise the stakes again. So just because you snapped initially doesn't mean you shouldn't leave after the fact. Yeah. Yeah, this was the Dirty 30 deck, but it's pretty shit. Just cannot keep up with people point slamming. We actually haven't played against much Thanos or Leech this morning, so let's try a Sarah deck. Says local man about to get leeched. Exception, thanks for the 3rd of a year, I appreciate it. Alec had been playing Beast Bounce yesterday when we played them. The Area Hooglandia regular. At least I've got Cage and Hazmat together, I suppose. I think Darkhawk's an excellent pickup if you think you enjoy the play patterns of it. I think it's the best B tier card that currently exists in Marvel Snap by a solid margin. It is a great Mysterio variant. You're not wrong, Chip.
Spider-Man here.
Rude.
All systems go.
The Rivalry Bundle is a great pickup if you like the artwork. It is a bad pickup if you are trying to min-max your currency. It's not good for collection progress. It's good for enjoying art. I bought it. I liked the Bishop variant. So this gives them -4 to 21. This puts us to 16. This puts us to 18. So we're dead. Yeah, the Mr. Sinister variant is good too.
Escape.
We're gonna play standard Menace. No, you're wrong, Fierce Deity. Even if she was in a different spot, she wouldn't pull them again. My explanation of cards not being counting as played anymore is accurate. Honestly, in the current metagame, there's a ton of cards that just aren't powerful enough and could stand to be buffed. The list is really long. Do we expect them to do something to this Hood? Hood inside of a Zero Titania deck's a little bit off meta, so I don't quite know what we're playing around here. I think I want a Hood plus Widow here, and I want a Hood into its own location, so that way if we peel Viper, we can send them across. Oh, Hood was their hub card. Okay, yeah, good shout. Oh my god, we didn't get the MODOK. That's so good for us. Could have gone much worse. All right, so we got hub diffed a little bit. Okay, Luke Cage is actually not a bad draw here, because Luke Cage means that my lizard over here doesn't get smaller, and it means that these other cards get a little bit bigger. Do I think I'm winning the right is the question? Okay, yeah. It's an interesting thought to put MODOK in the middle, because MODOK in the middle actually takes 6 power away from them, and it puts him up to 11. So theoretically lets me win the middle, but I think this is probably good on the right, huh? They're a Red Skull deck. And if they arrow me into the middle, I think we're also still winning. We're definitely staying for one. Yeah, they're just leaving, actually.
Victory.
I actually think, talking about, to stick on the thing that happened a little bit ago, I think one of the most awkward interactions that Arrow has with making things not count as played anymore is when you arrow an Angela plus another card that was played behind her, or a Lockjaw plus another card. The Angela and the Lockjaw don't trigger at the new location. Feels really unintuitive and backwards. Like if I play Angela and 2 cards on turn 5 and they arrow all 3 of them to a new location, my Angela should still get triggers from the other 2 cards behind her, in my opinion. I think the average expectation there from most people would be that. How many Viper boosters do we need? I think like 70. It's a lot. It's not a small amount. Alright, so they're a Darkhawk deck. Well, there's Shuri Hawk. Interesting. So, Odin into the Baxter building re-triggers Wolfsbane, which is nice. How big is my deck here? 7. So they're gonna get a 12 power thing here, but this Odin's worth a ton. I think we're saying. I suppose Hazmat is technically better for tiebreakers for us, right? What the fuck? They didn't play center? Seriously? I guess we were dead either way, huh? Oh, this is a Hoaglandia. I don't think they're ghosting. They were just counting on Mystique plus Shang to beat the right, which is probably a good take. God, that's a brutal 8 cubes. We should really just be playing the Thanos deck. It's unreal how much better, easier lettering experience is if you just play the good deck. we haven't hit any Thanos this morning, so maybe it's time to play it. If everybody playing the actual good decks is like up and away from me at this point. Because we spent a week and half a week sticking around. Alright, we spoke it into existence. This is the first one. Fighting over the center might be wrong here, because they have the sunspot here. Okay, if we draw Cage next turn... If we draw Cage next turn, we get to go Wong, Hazmat, Cage. Is that enough to win the game? I don't know if that's actually enough to win the game. It wins the middle for sure, I think. I agree with that. Because of -8 there. This is only 5 over here, though. It's only -4 for them. Yeah, I can't win the left either, right? This deck is bad. Yeah, I think we're supposed to retreat. I don't think they're playing anything else into this path.
Escaped. Snap.
Aggressive snap. I snapped because I had Shang-Chi and there's a Monster Isle, and they're not playing Thanos.
Opponent snapped.
We could get Cosmo here. Looks like they're playing the interactive deck. That was I have a Killmonger snap. Got it. I think we're supposed to leave. Actually feels like we're dead here.
Escaped.
None of it sparks joy, chat. None of it sparks joy. We're gonna play, I don't know, 2, 3, maybe 4 hours of this, and then we're gonna play some Magic Arena today. Marvel Snap's been a tough game for me to enjoy lately. Gonna get some variety into things.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Corvus the Wise, thanks for the 4 months. Appreciate that. Okay, I have priority here, so we can yoink their lockjaw. Snap too late. Are you concerned about Snap long term or just trying to send them a message? Yes. Snap here at the turn 3 leech. Yeah, we can talk through it a little extra. This might be wrong. Really just don't want to get Dream Dimension next turn. What do we think of Sunspot Quinjet into the center here? And then we can soak a little bit, and then next turn we have Soulstone, we can play a Vibranium, and we can play a 6-drop. We can also Arrow. Yeah, Magic Historic, for the old-time Magic people, later this month, Magic's Arena's Historic format is getting Snapcaster Mage as well as Lingering Souls. Oh, should I play the Soulstone mid? Yeah, maybe. Just to, like, have a better chance to draw a thing and draw another card. Yeah, and Gristlebrand. Yeah. A lot of old favorites coming in. Do we have active Thanos? Oh, we do have active Thanos, don't we? Yeah, that's the play. Says local man about to get Killmongered. They played their demon out, so maybe that's not the case. We'll see though. I don't know when he plays Dazzler, because she's only 10 points worth of stats, and you don't consistently fully fill the board. Alright, I'm gonna end ad roll and we're gonna play something else. These mirrors just aren't very interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss of what I want to play here. I guess we'll just sit and spew rank with bad Viper decks so we can farm boosters, but Joy is tough to come by. I have 28. We need 90, so I need 62 Viper boosters. Hey, Zybot, thanks for the third of a year. Appreciate it. Delisky, thank you for the quarter of a year. Estopel, appreciate the new prime. Mr. Monarchy, appreciate the quarter of a year. Corvus the Wise, hanging out for a third of a year. I don't know. I feel like people that are like, the healthy discussion gets created in the comment sections really haven't spent enough time in different comment sections. As someone who's waded through a lot of them for his job, it's not great. I think Darkhawk is the best pseudo off-meta thing you could do in Marvel Snap right now. Which isn't to say that it's good, it's just to say that it's the least bad. I think Valkyrie is quite mediocre at the moment. If you want my full thoughts on why, check out my Series 4 and 5 tier list that was updated for March here. Polaris, one of their friends off of the aisle here. Committing Lizard into the island is interesting. Because I'm going to fill here, obviously. Okay, so we're obviously not winning the right. We're in a pretty good spot here overall, right? We're +8 on the left. Meaning if I jug here, we go to +11 on the left. Which I think is likely good enough. So long, friends. God bless armor, huh? I didn't play the Dracula because Juggernaut is winning the center and soaking 3 on the Sunspot left is better. Yeah, Dracula is unfortunately just one of the many things that, like, puts numbers into play, but the numbers it's putting into play just aren't good enough to keep up with what else is going on, right? Yeah, I don't think Patriot's a good deck. It doesn't make big enough numbers to beat Shuri, and it still has issues with Leech with some consistency. So the problem with trying to do stuff like copying Goose, Sporadic Penguin, is that Goose is a card similar to Storm and Spider-Man that's bad against Thanos because, you're... What's it called? Oh god, my brain is mush. It's bad against Thanos because of Space Stone. Argoth, thanks for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Lockjaw also gets around it. But Space Stone is the core part of the why this is not ideal. I didn't play left at all. We could have got him. I'm gonna soak Sunspot here, I think.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
And we're dead. Rats.
Escaped.
Yeah, I agree with that, Duck Doodle. The lack of other gameplay modes in Snap, or the upside of having multiple gameplay modes, has always been one of Magic's strongest features. The fact that you can keep playing Magic and play a different sub-game inside of the game is a big deal. We got this lad last night, chat, along with my bishop, so obviously we're not doing this, but we'll give it a first level.
Frame break.
Yeah, even Hearthstone had a limited mode by default, and Snap doesn't even have that. No, I think Viper is optimal in this list. I'm not adding Viper to decks that she doesn't belong in. We're just playing decks that Viper is good in. We're a big Viper stan around these parts. That's why I have 8 splits on her to begin with. I'm gonna snap here because Subterranea flipped up and our starting hand is pretty good.
Victory.
I actually really disagree with the take that Snap is too simple. I think Snap does a really good job of having a lot of meaningful complexity without being overly wordy. And I think that's a big strength of the game. Not a detriment. Let's say efficient. Yeah, efficient's a good word. Agree with that. What do you think about trading their Daredevil for my Polaris? It's not necessarily a good tempo exchange, but definitely has some appeal. Could also do this. And then next turn we can Demon plus Moon Girl. It's probably better. We're just passing on 5 anyways, right? So it doesn't matter. I want to play the Demon out here because my hand copies from left to right, meaning if I don't play the Demon, I don't get to copy the She-Hulk. I play entirely best of 3 in Magic the Gathering usually. I think Magic has too much variance in it for it to be a particularly good best of 1 game. Despite much of the complaining about Marvel Snap on things, Marvel Snap's actually an incredibly low variance card game. The locations are so incredibly necessary in Snap because the rest of the game has so little variance. What is the weird deck we're facing? Freddy Babes has been playing this control deck. It's like a Sarah-less Sarah deck, which I think is a good direction to take it in overall. Okay, just Killmonger. So now I just need to win 2 locations, and I need to not die to Arrow. And they notably have priority, which makes it suck. Losing my Quinjet here feels real bad. I assume this is Arrow plus a 1-drop. No, it's just Spider-Woman. Okay. Got him.
Victory.
Arrow moves cards at random, which I actually think would be a really good functional change to her. I think Arrow, Polaris, Magneto, Juggernaut, all of these cards that move things should probably prioritize moving them in the order in which they were played. I think would be a net positive to the game. The snap mechanic helps best of one field balance. Yeah, that helps a little bit too, I agree. People, Viper is great in this deck. Stop asking me if I'm only playing her to get boosters. She's lovely. Literally every double up list I basically ever played has had Viper in it. This card is incredibly underplayed. She's very good. Good place to put the Quinjet. Awkward. Oh, I guess moving the hood is bad here. It's just weird, because like you're like the third person to ask that question today, and I've literally played this deck like week in and week out with Viper for like the last couple of months. So it's just like annoying and frustrating that like people keep coming in here and asking it. It's just like, it's so weird that I've never had that question before. And today it's just like endless. All right, and then the line is Juggernaut here, Demon, Titania. Oh, not quite that way though, right? Juggernaut, Demon, single Titania. I can put another Titania over here for tiebreakers. 23 might not be enough to win this here. We'll see though. Ah, yes. The classic Kazar. Oh, that's an Agent Coulson card. Sure. God, the tech cards in this game feel such dog shit a lot of the time. The more Snap I play, the less I enjoy a lot of the tech cards. I think the only tech cards that I really feel appropriate are like the one-shot, one-lane ones. Shang-Chi, Rogue, Enchantress. Those are the ones that stand out in my mind as like, these are reasonable effects.
Opponent snapped.
My opponent's playing Thanos and snapped, I'm leaving.
Escaped.
I think Patriot, I don't think Patriot has ever been good outside of Patriot Surfer. I think it's always been like a B- deck at best that has a mediocre time. I think it's especially mediocre right now because the numbers it produces do not keep up with what Shuri is able to produce. There has been slightly more Killmonger recently because the have some crap style decks that fill the opponent's board up have gotten a little bit more popular, and those decks never beat the card Killmonger essentially, so people have been playing more. Killmonger's kind of whatever against Thanos. I think the rise of the have some crap decks have impacted Killmonger more than anything else. Am I passing here? I might be passing here. Might also be beneficial to play Viper this turn. Because they might fill New York next turn. I don't know, it's close. I'm going to pass into their Daredevil. This is a kind of a tough fucking comment to read from a second dinner dev. This happens every meta. Some folks love it and some folks hate it. I consume a lot of Marvel Snap content, just like I make a lot of Marvel Snap content, and at no point during any of my times consuming a bunch of Marvel Snap content have I heard this much "this sucks" as I have right now. Like, Cope Optimism, at least, that's an official comment that there's balance changes in the works. But this happens every format is yes, the fact that they communicated their patchless system ended up not working is good information to have. I agree with that. Grizzle Fluff, thanks for the 34 months. Welcome back. Haven't disliked a format this much since Oko was turning things into Elks. Yep, you're not alone. The average player is on the same level of frustration as content creators. I mean, like, so like stuff like that. Like a comment like that. At no point did I say the average player is on the same level as content creators. What I said was, at no point in my time playing Marvel Snap have I felt this universally dislike of the format. Like, that's what I said. So what you said was kind of a whataboutism to redirect or minimize my statement without actually fucking addressing it. And you're almost certainly right that bad metagames impact people that are playing the game more frequently, more than they impact people that are playing it casually, because people that are playing it casually just stop playing rather than showing up every day and continuing to play it for, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours or whatever. They just turn the game off. They don't get as annoyed by it as we do because they just stop fucking playing. Ooh, that's a piece of candy.
Oh, snap.
The average player doesn't play against Dead 6 often. Yeah, not yet. One of the things the Marvel Snap economy does is it makes it slower for the bad metagame to trickle down to people at the bottom. The longer we go on, the more Thanos and Shuri they'll be at the bottom, as the players at the bottom gain access to more collector's tokens. That post is big. There is no war in Ba Sing Se energy. I agree with that one. I think I'm armoring the vets. Just in case they're a Killmonger deck. Taskmaster my card into Crosha is a bold strategy. We're gonna let him have it, but just play left and right here.
Victory.
What is OTA? OTA means over the air, meaning their ability to issue a patch without, issue balance change without a patch. Sorry. There's the screenshot I had up from the dev comment. Why not Hood on Quantum Realm there out of curiosity? Because if I peel Viper, I would like to be able to Viper it. I'm gonna Polaris their Sunspot to the right here. Just kind of like setting us up to be able to contest these. Because we can fill in this last spot here and then like control where our Sinister Londons go. Yeah, I agree, Occult Squid. The most relevant piece of information from there is the fact that they're like, hey, our ability to do updates without a patch is currently broken. Please forgive us. What if we Juggernaut here, so that way whatever they're playing off the 0 doesn't get copied? Oh, we could Goose too. Well, that's a good thought. I could also, yeah, actually, is that the line? Like, do this? Does this win? They're playing like a 15 power thing this turn, right? Do I have to? I don't know that I have to jug. I think chat might be right here. I'm gonna do this. I think the double goose wins. Put a step back. All right. IO, let's go. Won't jug bounce it back to Sinister? It would not. Once a card has been moved once, it no longer counts as being played. Yes, this is the Red Skull we expected. And then I'm adding 12 to each of these. I want to jug them off of here. Oh, I don't have priority though. Shoot. I guess we might lose this. We lose to Titania. Oh, well, I guess if they Titania, she jumps over here, right? They need Titania plus another. Armor's +1 if you don't die. No, I think I want the demon to pull the Titania over. Alright, the goose got him. Their goose is cooked, shit. Titania to jump over in the mid. Yeah, but I'm down by less in the mid, right? So, like, if they Titania, they're only going to 20 here, and I'm going to 22. Whereas going to 22 here against Titania is not enough, because they're going to 23. So I'm beating the Titania in the middle with +12. I'm not beating the Titania here. And they already played their 0. I could have lost to Lizard plus Titania there. That was unlikely. If they're Galactus, this goose is good. Well, shit. Yeah, the Steampunk event starts March 21st. Be sure to check out my YouTube video on the channel from yesterday talking about all the game news updates coming this month. Yondu Mystique. Blue Marvel. Alright, the opponent is cooking. What exactly, I'm not sure, but they are definitely cooking. Oh god, there's a Viper in my deck that I could redraw with the Quantum Tunnel. Alright, well... What does cooking mean? It means they're brewing. They're working outside the box. Trying stuff. Do we bet 2 cubes on Quantum Tunnel RNG? Any reason for no comments on the YouTube video today? Have you ever read comments on a YouTube video before? Breaker, give me the news. I got 6 points over you. The balance video, last I checked, currently has the highest ratio of dislikes to likes I've ever had on a video on the channel. My experience posting about my opinions on balance suggestions on Marvel Snap stuff so far is that the comments tend to be extra toxic and have more vitriol than normal in them. So rather than subjecting myself to that experience today, I decided to instead turn them off for that video.
Opponent snapped.
Is that how you pronounce Vitteral? You should never take how I say any words as this is how words are supposed to be said. Is there a blue gem in our future? Probably. I think we just soak here again, right? Because with everything costing one less, I can actually soak and then She-Hulk Chavez Titania next turn. Yeah, there's the Space Stone. We just can't beat them soaking because of Space Stone. And again, like, this game isn't even just Leech. Yeah. The She-Hulk's war. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We can't win. We can't win here, and Space Stone lets them move something to here. The She-Hulk and Chavez doesn't matter, chat. We can't win the game.
Escaped.
Hey, look at that! We would have won the game if it hadn't been for either of the two cards I said probably need to change to make Thanos more beatable. If they adjusted Leech or changed Space Stone, we could win that game with our off-meta deck. Hedge, thanks for the third of a year. Welcome back. Millions of leeches for me. Do 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 do. I think it's often right to retreat if a Thanos opponent snaps you on one. Because if they're snapping you on one, they likely have some combination of like Quinjet and Lockjaw and stuff, and you should just know that you're dead. That is correct, Lethal Llamas. It was, and that was explicitly intentional that I only suggested a specific change for one card. So the problem with Titania and something else right here is that I won't be able to get the Titania back, right? Yeah, that's a fun one. Jodaritis, thank you for the quarter of a year. These are certainly locations. Oh yeah, I guess I should sunspot this turn. Kang or Galactus, which would you get first? Kang goes in more interesting things. Galactus basically only goes in one style of deck. And I personally don't find that style of deck particularly fun to play. For the remainder of the stream mods, I would like you to time people out who are asking my opinion on how I would make balance changes in Marvel Snap. I really don't want to talk about it. It's been endless on every piece of content I've turned into recently, and it's really grating. So, just make a command, and from here on out, we're going to time people out asking about it. They a Shang-Chi deck or just a mirror match? They have Moon Girl. They could get into Luke's bar. Sleep in. Okay.
Victory.
This land can never be fully known.
Escaped.
I'm gonna be honest, all the discourse surrounding everything in Snap right now, on top of the state of the game, has really put me in a pretty negative mood. So I'm actually gonna, I was thinking about playing more Snap than we did today, but I'm gonna switch over to Magic Arena and just give that a try. It's been a while. I've heard really good things about their current standard format for people that are playing it. I'm gonna hit an ad roll because I need to do that here. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, and when I get back, we're gonna play some Magic the Gathering. Did this not happy? Go, I think we're good. This one actually has an untapped extension. Make sure that's on. So you'll be able to mouse over the cards while we play. Where are those at? Extensions, my extensions. It's been a second since we've done this. Lucos, thank you for the 52 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Carnage, thanks for the quarter of a year. Does Arena have exclusive cards that aren't available on paper? It does, but we're going to play one of the paper formats.